Do I have Asperger's? No. I bought a new Shimano chain. What I got to do with it before putting it on my bike, cut it to length. Explain the fake wheel company. Fake wheel company I had a lot of experience about 6-7 years ago with some bullshitters in Japan who were like importing rims and passing them off as their own for loads and loads of money. I questioned them about it, and I always took the piss out of them for a bit, and they never seemed to sort of admit it. So I decided to call them out in the best way possible by making a video ridiculing the entire fucking idea. That's it. Remember in the live stream 4 you showed some Japanese cult? Did you ever cycle? I did. Yeah, I did. It was funny. I rode through. I went into their house and had a look around. I'm not going to say how far I went into their house because that will incriminate me. But yeah, I had a look inside. It was basically empty. There's no one there. I will go back to it, I think, possibly, and have a look. I'd like to get into some actual trouble there as well with those cunts, because it did seem hilarious. It feels greasy. Nothing. It should feel greasy because it's got grease on it, Junison. Put the chain on your bike. All right, that's it. Cut it to length, stick it on. The first few times you ride it, you'll have to clean it quite a lot. It'll be hard to clean it because the grease will be all thick. But just go through that and eventually it'll be clean. And then you can just lube it normally. You stream sound every day. Do you need a device to tell you? Do I need a device to tell me to stream the same time every day? No, I just do it with my brain. When you take out sealing from NTN bearing, did you feel a difference in speed and all that shit? No, fuck all. Fuck all, mate. Absolutely nothing. Simon, need to go, but we'll catch the VOD. Okay, can you do any videos on stretches for the upper body, neck? Yeah, I can do, actually. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I can. I'll do a load of stuff on the upper body and my neck. I'm the expert on that. Yeah, I can do, Simon. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. What about the boutique cycling clothing brand? That was just my frustration at Rafa, I think, bred the boutique thing. And also a lot of work I used to do with Wiggle. And I saw how cheaply these cycling clothes were made, and it just, I don't know, man. Yeah, and I saw people like nicking ideas. Plus my annoyance at the whole hipster scene with them thinking they're all original and stuff, and they just nick ideas. It was all just making me mad, so I thought I'd make a fucking video on it. Yeah. Opinions on permanent methods for correcting vision, not glasses. I've always thought about whether I want to get that LASIK, whatever it's called, stuff. But I don't know. I don't know, man, because like if you have a bit of surgery on some part of your body and like it goes wrong, you can sort of live with it, but your eyes, you got one chance for them. So I've always been a bit funny about that. I wouldn't mind, but my bird likes me wearing glasses. She finds it hot. So, you know what I mean? I'm not going to jeopardise that, am I? Any travel plans this year? Yeah, Australia, England. Yeah, and wherever else we fucking go to. Yeah, Ian, yeah, we're going to go all over the place, mate. If you train like a motherfucker with riding hard as shit, with a proper training plan, but you hit a ceiling weight, watts to kilogram wise, is there anything you can do to up the level of genetics? Martin, that's a very good question. I would say possibly rest a little bit. Go shorter intervals with much, much, much harder over the max. Ride with people who are harder than you and do more sort of longer endurance climbs, I think would be good. Mix it up, basically. Genetics will eventually catch up with you. You'll eventually reach your ceiling of genetics, but if you reach your ceiling of genetics, yeah, then fucking so be it. You've done a bloody good job to get that good, yeah. Do you still follow the BMX scene? No, I watch videos. One of my mates, this guy called George French, he basically he is G Sport, and he designed all the Odyssey stuff, right? So I know him, so I follow him because he's my mate basically. But I think he's not really involved in it that much. He's getting a bit old now. But I was always following his Odyssey stuff and his G Sport stuff, and I follow their team riders. I like some other. So I like watching the pro guys and stuff, seeing how fucking mad it's all got. You know. See your comments on Joker. Did you, mate? Yeah. I used to ride in Sheffield back in the late 90s. That's how fucking old I am, mate. Yeah. I'm trying to get into category theory and macroeconomics, and eventually get into day trading. What's a good starting point in terms of platforms, brokers? Before you even think about a platform or a broker, you need to get your fundamentals under wraps. I would recommend going on Sprinklebit, I think it's called, and doing their university course on there. Go through that, And then you have to absolutely understand every single fucking thing on that. Go through that. Any words you don't understand in there, go into Investopedia and look them up, and then go down the rabbit hole there and just sit there for like a year. All right. Once you've done that, then you're looking at low-cost brokers for a. I mean, I'd say don't get into. Eventually, get into day trading if you like. If you like shitting yourself, and you like having stress, and you like risking your child's money. I would say probably get into swing trading, or if you can program quant stuff. All right. I'd say veer away from day trading unless you're an absolute beast and you don't give a fuck about yourself or others. Good platforms and brokers. It really depends what country you're in, mate. What country you're in. Sorry, I can't give any more information than that. But feel free to carry on with those questions. Martin Piper, I'm at 4 watts per kilo. Nothing I can do will push it. Lose weight. Lose weight, maybe. Lose a bit of weight. That's the quickest way to up your watts per kilo, isn't it? If you can. Look at your own body. Look at your own body, mate. Yeah. Interactive brokers, yeah, they're good. It really depends what country you're in. Oof. Just looking at some updates on my phone, mate. Yeah. So what else are you saying? What else are you saying? Is that it? How high did you get in racing? Or far up? Not really far. That's why I'm sat here. Right? Yeah, nah, not really. Not really. My fitness and performance was more my focus than doing racing. Right? Oh, right. Dita Cully, Countess Band Spanner, right? Azo, I don't know what it means, and Okes, I don't know what it means. We were playing this Scrabble game earlier on Facebook Messenger, and I used 2 words, which I didn't know what they were. I just dragged the pieces around and it said this is a word. She's now got the hump on me for doing it, because I, the other day, got annoyed with her for doing it, and now I'm a massive fucking hypocrite for doing it back at her. Even though, right, she still won the fucking game, she's still having a go. So that was a passive-aggressive question. The answer to that, darling, is I ain't got a fucking clue. Although AZO is a brand of bearing, but I don't think that is what it is. If anyone would like to answer a question, feel free. Yeah. So there you go. Lols. 3 for 3. Yeah, we've played 3 games of this thing, and I've lost all 3 games. All right, I'm shit at it. Evening, chaps. All right, Sabermax, how's it going, mate? How's it going? Did anybody get a fucking notification? No. All right. In Scrabble, we have a rule when you have to know the definition of the word before you play it. Yes, Stephen. Exactly. Right. Exactly, Stephen. I feel the same. I feel that you should know the definition of the word before you play it, and you should be able to, you should have to then explain it. If you don't know what it is, you shouldn't be playing it. Make a video on dark markets. Darius, I could do, but I fucking would get in. I'd get in so much trouble for doing that. I'd be revealing things about myself that I could do. I could make a video on darknet markets, but fuck me. It would be good though. It would be good in a way, because I'd instantly make myself the most terrifying man on the cycling scene. Yeah. How good is my Japanese? It's all right. It's all right. You know, I've lived here for quite a while now. I go through phases really of it being good and bad. Do you recognise kanji? Do I encounter kanji I don't recognise often? Yeah, all the fucking time, mate. All the time. My Japanese is good enough now that I can do things like argue with doctors to make them give me medication for free. I'm all right. Yeah. Adjective relating to or containing the azido radical containing a nitrogen. Yeah, I mean it's I yeah, I didn't know the answer to that. All right. Make a video on music. What about on music? What do you want to know? What do you want to know about music? Did you talk about Froome's defence? All right, Pasty. Did I talk about Froome's defence? Well, I mean, I don't really know much about this because I've not really bothered about anything to do with cycling for ages. All right, Carl. But I assume he's been busted for some sort of doping issue, right? What's he been doing? Puffing on his inhaler, has he? I don't really care. I don't really care about that shit, whether he does it or not. He's still the best in the world, isn't he? If he didn't do it, he'd still beat him. Fuck it. He's all right. Whatever. Everyone takes drugs, and when they're at that end, that end of sport, don't they? Fuck it. Yeah. So there you go. Kidney failure. Sorry, his defence is he claims he's got kidney failure, so he has to bang on his inhaler. Is that right? I mean, if he's got kidney failure and he's winning the Tour de France multiple times, then good on him. Although if the winning of the Tour de France has given him kidney failure, then, you know, whatever. That's why some people say, whatever. It's all just... What they do is they get caught for something and they just sit around in an office for a bit, just going, what can we do, what can we do, what can we say? And then someone will go, I know, we'll do this. They write on a fucking whiteboard and go, well, that could be like connected to your kidney. And they just all go, right, well, that's the excuse, right? And then they do it, and then they make the excuse like, you know, Sapper Max. I'll get to that in a minute. Am I on Zwift? No, I'm not. I'm not on Zwift at all. How many Armani t-shirts do I own? How many Armani t-shirts do I own? I own 3 or 4. I would say, well, it depends what it's for, Sapper Max. Specifically, what gear are you looking for? What gear? What gear are you after? What do you fancy? If you're looking for sort of like a USB desktop audio interface, I'd probably say Focusrite, because it's the best sort of, what do you call it, cost performance, I reckon. And the mic preamps are decent enough, aren't they? RME made that Hammerfall thing, didn't they, back in the day? I liquidated my studio whenever else I was just making bleeps and blops and had zero musical talent. Yeah. Just get a laptop, mate, and just let your cat walk across it, and then just stick that up on fucking SoundCloud and get nerds to go, oh, it sounds like. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Access, oi, yeah, listen, yeah. I had an access virus, right? I had an access virus. It was fucking brill. Access virus, the biggest fucking sound. I sampled the whole thing. It took me a week of just recording each bit, then I sold it. Fucking brilliant. Fucking brilliant. Froome hasn't helped himself by saying absolutely nothing and doing fuck all, just ignoring it. Deep down over here. Well, Martin Piper, I think he absolutely has done the best thing by ignoring it and holding a silent facade. That's the way you deal with things, isn't it? Silence. Yeah, because as soon as you say something, you can potentially incriminate yourself. Right? If any of you have been ever arrested for gang-related activities or anything like that, you'll know that you just don't fucking say anything to the pigs, do you? Right? Swing trading, that's just like day trading in slow-mo. Access Virus was awesome. It was fucking brilliant. It was brilliant. It was the sound of late 90s techno, wasn't it? Fucking well good. Fucking well good. It was a little bit thick sounding, I feel, for electronica. It was more of a heavy techno machine, wasn't it? Something like the Nord Lead would be better, or something like that for like the sort of noodly sort of shit. But yeah, really good. Really good. Where do you go once you've achieved elite fitness? You use that elite fitness for the thing that you've got elite in for as long as you can be bothered. Then you have some sort of existential crisis related to that, where you think, I can't face another season of this. Then you stop, and then you use said elite fitness to do something else. And then you go and do that to an elite level. And then if you want to get back into the other thing again later on, you can. But if not, it don't matter. That's what I reckon you do. You vary it up, which is exactly what I'm fucking doing at the moment. Right? I've basically cut off riding like a maniac. I haven't done anything really since October last year, my bird made a passing comment about not minding if I perhaps was slightly larger physically, not my cock. You teach your children, leave this. Yeah, fucking that is, yeah. I think that's the answer, isn't it? You pass it on. Yeah, exactly. You pass it on. So I took that comment as, right, that's it. I've fucking had enough of this. I'm going to go and get hench down the gym. So I've taken all my cycling fitness and all that kind of shit. I still do that. I still ride, but I'm not like aiming for anything in cycling anymore. I am now looking to turn myself into basically an aesthetic Instagram male model. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm doing. Because my bird requested it, so that's what she fucking gets. Yeah, and I'm doing quite well. I'm getting fucking ripped. Yeah. Let's get back up there then. There's a lot of audio nerds in here. I like that. That's good. He did say something about the doping, but he doesn't take it out. I'm tempted to get some Eurorack. Yeah. Orteca. Yeah, Orteca's good. Martin Piper. You like Orteca, do you? Good boy. Good boy. How long would it take you from now to get up to peak physical fitness? In what? Nah, she right. I'm paraphrasing. She didn't request that at all. She'll tell you the story if you want. How long would it take you from now to get up to peak physical fitness? In cycling, eat plants? If I got back into cycling now, it'd probably take me 2 months to get back to where I was, maybe 2.5. From where I'm now, my goals now to get to like have overall fitness, including like upper and lower body, I reckon I'm going to be getting kind of where I want to be in about 3 months. Yeah, cycling FTP. It would take me a couple of months to get back, I reckon. A couple of months. Thoughts on pesticide use and soil quality in commercial agriculture? I've never thought about that before ever. Obviously, we don't want to be putting too many chemicals in our bodies. So if they're putting those chemicals in our bodies, then if they sound like a conspiracy theorist. Martin Piper, you might be on something there. We're going to discuss that in a minute in depth. That is a fucking good point. We're going to get into that. Thoughts on pesticide use? I mean, yeah, anything that's like putting dodgy chemicals into the human body through food production is not good. That's my thought on it. What's my watts per kilo maintenance level? I'd say I'd be happy in my current lifestyle, what I'm doing, to be four and a bit, right? Bird attraction inverse of cycling performance is the only, yeah. Yeah. How much bird attraction inverse of cycling performance? I think you're correct. I think that, well, the thing is though, right? Anyone who displays any kind of elite physical sporting performance will be attractive to people who find them attractive, like members of the opposite sex or the same sex or whatever, right? They're going to be attractive, yeah. But in terms of objective attractiveness, I think that the physique that an elite cyclist would get isn't going to be to the tastes of most normal women, right? I guess. Yeah, exactly. Plants, yeah. But I mean, lucky for us lads that it's not just your body that women are interested in, is it? Well, most of them, right? But yeah, it's that, isn't it? What is the best training for hill climb racing? Go and ride up a load of hills at race pace with your mates again and again and again and again and again and again. How much did you miss Saitama while you were in Australia? I didn't miss it at all, right? The only thing I missed was my internet connection, which is fucking good. Combinis, trains, and that's about it. Melbourne's great. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else in AU. Yeah. Well, get this, yeah. I'm going to be there basically for fucking good, imminently. So there we go. How many hoodies do I own? Several. 3, 4. Yeah. Well, you know what, eat plants, right? You know what? I reckon. You, I mean, you might be sort of slightly joking here, but I reckon that's all right. I reckon that's all right. That's sort of what I'm doing, right? I'm 38 now. I'm getting on to be 39. 39 in fucking, fuck me, 39 in like 2 months, 3 months, yeah? I did love that. I loved the shred of riding bikes. I loved getting to fucking, I loved it getting really good, right? And I loved how fucking fit I got, and I loved just how I could go out there and just go berserk, right? But like anything, any sort of like anything you focus on hard as fuck in your life, you can't do it forever, right? You can't do it forever. You know? So you need to vary it up. And I'd say, like, if you do want, I think having like a variety of fitness challenges for yourself is better than just doing one thing forever and ever and ever, because you just become, I mean, you can become jaded off it, you know? You can become jaded off it, you know? So I reckon that's not a bad idea. Can you make a video explaining proper clothing for cycling? Oh, well, I've done loads of reviews, and Darius, have a look at my channel. I've done loads of reviews. Basically, I just say everything's shit. I'll have to show you the climbs and hills of Mornington Peninsula, Red Hill, Shoreham. I don't know, of Flinders. That I know. I've heard of those places. I will do that then. We'll do that then. I mean, I've got to scroll down to get these. When are you coming down to Torquay to ride with me instead of Crap Melbourne? Well, whenever we work it out, mate. Whenever we work it out, I'll be back in Australia very, very shortly. Unless your bird is the hottest female cyclist, aka Puck Manoon. Right. Where are we going? Dura-Ace Hub versus DT. If you're riding in the wet, I'd say get a Dura. If you're not, I'd say the DT 240. All right? DT 240. It's just an Instagram image for Lotto. It's advertising. Hang on, oh, is she Korean? Is she Korean? She sounds Korean. Is she? Because Lotto is from... Is it? No, I'm not. I've completely fucked it up. Who is she? I don't know. I don't care. East Coast tour and do the West. All right, fuck it. Yeah, all right. Well, I'll tell you what then. When I'm back in Australia, I'll give you guys a hook up, a shout, and you can sort out some fucking battering. Yeah, how's that? How's that? Yeah. Get some questions coming then. She's Belgian, is she? All right. Well, whatever. She's on Lotto, is she? She's a professional rider. Yeah. Well, you guys are free to fanboy her, if you like. I've never really... Here's a bit of trivia about me. Right? When I was younger, my mates always used to like talk about famous women and how they were all attractive and stuff. And I never found them attractive. I never found anybody attractive who wasn't like when they look like that on the, like, you know, all sort of fake and made up. Never. That was never for me. So when people sort of say, "Oh, there's this woman and she's really attractive," that's her name, and I just doesn't fucking interest me at all. I would always go for DA. But what happens when the cups wear? Well, I mean, if you were wearing out the fucking cups on a Dura-Ace Hub, mate, then fucking good on you. That's gonna take you a good fucking few years. Buy a new one. Yeah. What lifting program are you following? At the moment, well, I'm doing it. I'm getting into it again. So I used to go to the gym a lot, and I used to fucking train like a cunt. I used to take steroids, right? So I'm doing basically I'm doing a major and a minor every time I go, and so I do like chest, biceps, back, tries, you know, that kind of shit. And then I'm basically doing like, I'm keeping it real light at the moment because I'm sort of coming from being a scrawny cyclist body, then like gradually getting fucking more hench. So I'm just I'm starting light, and I'm just gradually building it up. So I'm just doing major, minors, like, and having a couple of rest days a week, really. Yeah. What? Hang on a minute. What would you love to design and engineer if you could manifest it? My own fortress. My own fortress for me and my woman to live in. My own fucking massive fortress that was solar powered, wind powered, had its own moat and its entire ecosystem inside. I built an entire fucking world for myself. Yeah, that's what I'd do. That's what I'd do. It's either really flat coastal roads with brutal winds or really pretty lumpy roads with brutal punchy climbs. But both of those are good, man. Both of those are good. Best aluminium wheels under 1,000. Dura-Ace. Yeah, Dura-Ace. Dura-Ace. If you can get them underground, get Dura-Ace wheels. They're fucking wicked. Dura-Ace. Shimano wheels are better than all other wheels. Don't get Mavics. Falcon. Yeah, they just look shit. Get Dura-Ace wheels. They're fucking wicked. When are you going to go 100% plant-based? I'm sort of happy with my diet at the moment. I eat as much as I can, you know, but I'm more of a realist, I think. So probably never. Although I am pretty good though. Don't want you to bulk. Travesty. Martin. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna become a fucking meat, and I'm just gonna become fucking shredded. Yeah, absolutely shredded. Warhammer 40,000. Well, what do you want? My opinions on Warhammer 40,000? Warhammer 40,000 is the greatest fantasy world ever created. You go on the wiki. It's fucking incredible, right? It's deeper and longer and darker and more epic than anything else. Anybody who doesn't think that is a twat. Okay, that's it. We're here for efficiency following. Weight isn't efficient. Well, it depends what you're doing. Martin, I know what you're saying. But my current fitness goals are that. All right. So I'm going to do that for a bit. If I get back into it, then I'll just drop all the weight again, and I'll become optimum for what I'm doing there and then. But at the moment, I'm doing that because that makes me more efficient at other things, my friend. Yeah. There were some deals at the moment on... I wouldn't go Mavic, mate. I wouldn't go Mavic wheels. I wouldn't bother with Mavics because they're a bit shit. Yeah. Yeah. What other questions have we got? Which bibs would I recommend? Castelli. Castelli are good. Rafa bibs are all right if you have loads and loads of money and you don't mind throwing shit away, and then just like it will fucking break. Where are we? Could you get... you're going too fast, lads. Where are we? Yeah, the Warhammer 40,000 Fortress design. That'd be fucking good, wouldn't it? What else have we got? Train for strength, not hypertrophy. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Holding yourself in missionary for 10 minutes needs the shoulders. Martin, no. I'm not going to get... No. You are crude. Yeah. Should I join the Royal Marines? Yep. My cousin's in the Royal Marines. Pro Vibe is the best looking stem at the moment. It doesn't matter what your stem looks like, mate. Have you ever tried Hammer? Have you ever tried Hammer? And what was it like? Have I ever tried Hammer? Can you expand on that? Doing any deadlift squats? No, I'm not doing any deadlifts. I'm at the moment, I'm just really at the start of all this. Yeah. I'm not doing any squats with weights at the moment. All right. I'm just doing squats with my body weight just to sort of get myself into it. Because I may have gone on about it. I broke my neck once, right? So I've got to be really fucking careful. I do this. I'm ramping it up slowly. I will be getting into squats with I will be getting into squats with weights, and I will be doing deadlifts at some point, but I'm not gonna go into it straight away because I really want to fucking be careful. All right. Right. So let's answer Carl's question. Have I ever tried heroin? Okay, Carl. I'm going to answer the question like this. Okay. I can't answer that question. That should give you the answer. Okay. Got it? All right. Is Japan as epic as everyone says or portrays it is? The people in the country, did you ever feel not welcome? And that's a few questions. Epic, I'd say there's some parts of it that are epic. I'd say it's actually less epic than I think a lot of people think. The people and the country, people are right. The only time I ever felt overwhelmed was when I couldn't really speak Japanese when I first got here and I had to do stuff. But after that, no, not really. It's very efficient. It's very good like that, so you can get stuff done. Did I ever feel not welcome? Yeah. I've felt not welcome a few times, but it really depends where you put yourself, you know. Like if you go to some dodgy bar, you're not going to feel welcome because the people who go there are scum generally. But that would be the case for a Japanese person going to a dive bar in, you know, London. They might not be as welcome. But if you go to sort of generally nice places, you know, hang on a minute, lads. Yeah. Do you feel welcome in Australia? Yeah. Yeah, I do. I feel well. I feel welcome in Australia generally. My time in Australia has been a bit fucking a bit hectic, and there's been times when things have been said to me where it's been made clear that certain people don't think I should be there, but that isn't due to my nationality. That's just a fucked up situation. Yeah, but I think I felt more welcome in Australia than I do in Japan, right? And I'm technically a foreigner in both places, aren't I? I think like the history of Australia with me being from the UK, you know, you generally, I think if you're in Australia and you're all right bloke and you're all right to everyone, you speak the same language. Yeah, no, I've not had any issues at all. I did get in a fight there, didn't I? But I don't think that was due to my nationality. He didn't know that I wasn't Australian when it kicked off. He does now, but that wasn't due to my nationality. No. So yeah, there you go. What else are you saying? Cannondale Super 6 or CAD 12? Okay, flagpole villains then, right? Here's how it works. Work out how much of your total net worth you'll be spending on the frame set, okay, in money. And then work out if you can afford the Super 6, get it, because it is better, right? But if you're doing something like spending, you know, over 10% of your net worth on a frame set, don't do it, right? Just get the CAD 12 because you'll get the same usage out of it, you know, and it won't, you know what I mean? So just don't, both of them are going to be fucking fine. Both of them are going to be brilliant and both of them are going to be excellent bikes in the grand scheme of things. And I think that, you know, just look at how much spare money you've got and all that. Hello, Julian. All right, mate. D to Caleta is indeed 6 days to go. It is indeed 6 days to go. We've had a bit of time apart, haven't we? Do I recommend frame protection? Yep. Don't crash. Don't lean it against things. That's the only frame protection you get. Yeah. Learn how to look at my videos about fixing paint scratches and just learn to fix paint scratches and fix them immediately as soon as you get a scratch on your frame. Helicopter seat, what do you call it? You know what I mean? That fucking tape. Don't bother all that shit. Yeah, flagpole. Just assess your money, right? Assess your money. That's how you do it. CAD 12 for longevity. Yeah, but the CAD 12 fork is carbon now, isn't it? And the fork on a frame is the thing that always goes first, right? Especially them fucking Cannondales. So the fork on the CAD 12 and the fork on the Super 6 are both basically the same. The Super 6 is a little bit better, but I'd say that all right, bad vegan. I would say that the fork goes first. So you know, they're going to last about the same amount of time, really. Probably get a replacement fork for the CAD 12 would be slightly less money. Well, all right, Pasty, if you're spending 100% of your net worth on a frame, you shouldn't be buying that frame. All right? Sorry, mate. Yeah, that's just silly. Get a second-hand one that's cheaper. All right? Yeah. Give me some more questions then. Give me some more questions. Evo felt dull compared to the CAD 12. Really? I think, Carl, I think I know what you mean, mate. I think I know what you mean. I think I know what you mean by it feeling dull, but I think that if you ride it for long enough, it's not dull, it's quite dampened on the rear, which you will come to appreciate, and you can throw it into corners a bit. Yeah, I know what you mean. And I think the CAD 12 is a little bit twangy, I'd say, right? I think that's the thing with those frames. So I know what you mean at first. It could feel dull at first, but I think that if you... I will have some questions, yeah. I think that if you ride it for long enough, agile and responsive, Carl, I mean... But that, I would say that the agileness and the responsiveness is probably to do with the wheels. Did it have exactly the same components on it as the Evo? Because that's the only real way to tell. But I'm not saying you're wrong, mate. But I would think that the Evo is agile and is responsive. I think something else in the mix there was perhaps causing that issue. Again, you could be wrong, mate. But I'm saying, because I've ridden the CAD and I've got an Evo and all that kind of shit. Amino acid supplements, nah. All I need is white rice and sometimes brown rice, and then sometimes a green thing from the convenience store. Yeah. Okay, Carl. All right, man. I'm not arguing with you, mate. I mean, you could be totally right, but I'm just, from my experience with my Evo, I haven't found it that. Are you going for some comms? I already had a few comms in Australia. I got a few comms, didn't I? Even after I hadn't been riding for much, I went out and banged a few comms there. Yeah. I'll be getting loads more, of course. Yeah. Martin, yeah, that's all right. Right, D, to answer the man. All right, answer the man. Here's a question for you, D, to Carlita. Answer the man. I'm just messaging her right now to make sure she answers it. There you go. He's going to turn you into a beast test. That's right. I am. Is the new old Tegra brake worth upgrading from the old one? No. Nope. Is 10 kilograms too heavy for a fast road bike? Yeah, I would say, honestly. Yeah. I can beat any BMX on my Cymats on an 8% climb. Yep. Yeah, so can I, mate. I could beat a BMX on foot. The front and rear mech is good on an 8,000. Yeah. Yeah. Plus, you don't need brakes anyway. It's a fucking road bike. You need brakes on a mountain bike. Why do you want to slow down on a road bike? You'll go faster. You just need like feathering on a road bike. All this like pursuit of having mad, ridiculous brakes on a road bike. Don't get it. You just need to like feather your speed. Maybe if you're going down like a fuck off steep thing. But any brake, if you hold it and squeeze it hard, will slow you down enough on a real steep one. Why do you need like fucking the brakes from a fucking Tesla on a road bike? Yeah. If you've got a raffle, what's the alternative? See, I've been doing less riding, so I haven't actually got to the point where I need to buy any new kit yet. So I'm probably going to be in a bit of a dilemma. So I might be asking you lot the same questions. Yeah. Do you have tips on pacing climbs? Yep. Do you use your power meter or mental tips? When I first got my power meter, I didn't use it on climbs. I used it purely for intervals and that. But the more I learned about my level, my wattage and all that kind of shit. Fuck me, dear. We're going to get into that in a minute. fucking hell, right? And when you say slightly wet, you mean fucking horrible, right? Do you have tips on pacing climbs? Yeah, just the negative split is good. So learn how long the climb is and do the first half slower than the second half. I'll tell you what, the best thing I've learned, the best thing I've got for working out how to do climbs and stuff is my Garmin, the elevation profile on the Garmin. That's fucking brilliant. You look at the elevation profile on the Garmin, you can see how long you got, you can pace yourself. So if you know your FTP, sit seriously about 30% under your FTP. So if you're at like 300 watts, sit at like, I don't know, 200 watts or something, and just do that, and then just, you know, negative split it and look at the elevation profile on your Garmin and just work it out, and then slowly get harder and harder towards the end. I reckon the Garmin has probably been better for climbing than my power meter in terms of being able to pace myself. The combination of the two is brilliant. Yeah. Do you need good brakes when going down a slightly wet dirt gravel road for 20 minutes? What she's referring to here is the day when we went out on our bikes and she did her hardest fucking ride ever. Hardest for two reasons. One, it was extremely hard and she hadn't done anything like that at all ever. And the second reason, I can't tell you, but it was very fucking hard. Okay. We did 50 something kilometres. Now that doesn't sound like a shitload to you lads, but bear in mind she's essentially a beginner. 50 kilometres straight into climbing, and we were climbing fucking gravel climbing, all right? Nearly 800 metres of climbing on steep as fuck gravel roads and all up and down. It was pretty fucking epic, yeah. And there were times when our hands hurt because we were just holding the brakes going down these fucking gravel. Yeah, it was a pretty good day. That was a fucking good day. That's on our vlog, isn't it? Yeah, torque wrench recommendations. Anything Japanese. And it depends how often you're going to use it. The less often you're going to use it, the cheaper you can go. Park do a really, really good one, of course, but I think you can get a cheapish one from any sort of auto shop. It depends like what you want to go to, what torque you want to go to. The smaller torques, the little 1 to 5 ones, you need to get high quality on that. But like the bigger ones for you, if you've got like Cannondale cranks, you need to go to 40 or whatever. You can go a bit cheap on that. Oh, fuck. Hang on a minute. Right, there we go. Right, where were we? Yeah, pace climbs by practicing the climb enough times you know where it ends and how fast to go on it. Yeah, that's it, mate. That's it. Or just plot it first, right? Plot it first on Ryber GPS, and then put that on your Garmin, and then you have the elevation profile and you'll know. So essentially that. All right. Fashion is the only way. Preferred trading strategy for your Bitcoin boss. Not telling you. Back in your youth in the UK, did you follow the punk underground stuff? I did. I used to be a sound engineer. I used to be a recording engineer for a punk band. Yeah, that was good, wasn't it? I used to go around this guy's house, this big house in the country, and like you'd have all his punk mates there, and I used to fucking engineer it. That was good. Compare the PR and Strava. Yeah, getting into it, getting a new road bike soon. Does position really make that much of a difference? Oh yeah, Robert. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it definitely does. You can fuck yourself by being in the wrong position. I reckon it's trial and error. Learn how to use an Allen key yourself, and learn how to do your headset up, and just really tune it. Look at yourself in the mirror, get it all right. Yeah. Can you take your hood off, please? Yeah, my hair's a fucking mess today. Don't know what's going on with it. That's going to be my fucking hair for today. That's my hood off. There we go. All right. What happened to Void? You were liking that? Yeah, I was. But then I sort of stopped riding so much, so I wasn't really battling it. But I still like Void. I still got a few of their jerseys and shit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, what Savmax says, you don't want to injure yourself. But yeah, you can actually injure yourself by having the wrong fit. You can actually injure yourself by having the wrong fit. Yeah. What do you think of SRAM Force? Yeah, that 111 shit's bullshit, isn't it? How can you not need an inner ring? How can you not need an inner ring? Fucking hell. I'm actually fucking cold. Right. What's your favourite bike tyre? GP 4002. Yeah. What else are we saying? What else are we saying? SRAM is shit. SRAM is shit. I used to have grip shift back in the day. I had grip shift back in the day. Yeah. I've just had a question from Dita Carlita. She's just sent me a question on here. Apparently there's this character I do. All right, Mitsubishi. How's the snowy side? I'm fucked, mate. Shit, I don't want a beer. I'll be back in bed with my bird. SRAM is shit in Polish. Does it? I fucking hope it does. There's this, yeah. Apparently there's this character there's this thing I invented where I get my hood and put it behind my ears. I get bullied, all right? She bullies me about a variety of things, but she bullies me about having elf ears, apparently. I've got the ears of an elf. I never even figured it. And she wants me to show it. So it's kind of like, it's this look that she's into. It's this kind of like elfin Islamic fundamentalist look that she enjoys to see. So I'm going to do the rest of the live stream like this. Yeah. How to generate your own, and I mean your own genuine trading ideas with a solid understanding. I look like a fuck. What's this? With a solid understanding of fundamental economics and understanding the indicators, fundamental indicators. Okay. Then you go on Zero Hedge and you just fucking study it for ages and ages and ages. Okay. And then once you've done that, then you can start. Then you can start doing it. I look like a 50-year-old Saudi woman. A 50-year-old Saudi. Yeah. Dita Carlita. As I'm doing this, I'm making a fool of myself in public. I demand a selfie being sent to my phone right now. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. So that's what you do. That's what you do. You need a fundamental understanding of macroeconomics. You need to understand you need to understand indicators. You need to understand how things work, essentially. Because if you don't have an understanding of the core, you're not going to be able to come up with your own ideas, really. And even when you do come up with your own ideas, everyone's fucking done it already. Unless you're Bridgewater Associates or something like that, then you're not going to be able to really come up with your own shit. But there you go. Fuck me. All right. Do I have a favourite bike jersey? I quite like Attacker. I burnt through it. But it was all right. It fitted quite well. You look like an old lady from Italy. Even the moustache is the same. Yeah. Really good. Yeah. Now I've been told to take off the elf ears. Right, sweet. There we go. Keep that away from the camera. Right. What do you think about cryptocurrency? What do you want to know? What do you want to know, Carl? I know a lot about it, but what do you want to know? What do you think about eating raw onions and performance gains? Nah, nothing. Bullshit. What's your opinion on B-Twin? The power meters? The power meter? Yeah, no. Dita Carlita would fucking... raw onions, no. I don't believe it's all that sort of like you can get performance gains by eating this one thing kind of bullshit. It always feels like an old wives' tale to me. I always feel like it's an old wives' tale. Cycling in Japan. Mate, that is just good. That's good. Yeah, keeps the girls away, gives you more time to train. Yeah, that is fucking right. Crypto's undervalued. Well, which crypto? Bitcoin's overvalued. There's a big short going on in crypto at the moment, isn't there? So I think overall it's being shorted by the institutions at the moment. All right. Pyramid scheme like that, yeah. There's a lot of scammy shit going on in it. There's a lot of pump and dump kind of stuff going on in it. But yeah. Have you tried gyro shoes? I own a pair of gyro shoes, mate. Gyro, what do they call it? Like the Empires, but ones with like the Velcro bit on them. Nah, don't like them. They're shit. They're not as good as Specialized by a long way. Not as good as Specialized by a long way. How much does rim width matter? A fair bit. A fair bit. In fact, that's a fucking good question. A fair bit. I noticed quite a bit of difference when I got a wider rim on the front. On the rear, you don't really feel it as much, but when I got a wider rim on the front, I got a 28 on the front and I used a 25 tyre. That really softened it off, but didn't slow me down. And it felt like I could ride without getting sore shoulders much. So I'm saying, yeah, rim width is, I think that's a really big one. So I really thought the difference there between going from a narrow rim on the front to a wide one was really, really fucking good. Get on the short, yeah. Blockchain is a future, but Bitcoin, yeah, you saw that, yeah. Gyro shoes. The problems I had with gyro shoes is that the heel was all sort of padded, and when I put them on, I could get my finger down the fucking side of the heel where it went around my foot. So when I was riding, no matter how tight I did the shoe up, and it was the right size for me, my foot would just lift out of the heel a bit with every pedal stroke. Fucking crap. The Specialized ones really fit around my heel. I've got dainty ballerina fucking feet. What's my favourite swear word? I don't think I have one single one. I think that the art of swearing is about how you combine them, isn't it? And repetition is good. So, for example, if I was to, your favourite thing I think I've said in terms of swearing is when I called that woman on the TV a fucking cunt. Yeah. So I think like anything that combinations of fuck and cunt are always good. Yeah. But I like mixing up. I like throwing in. We could start our own blockchain, couldn't we? Yeah. By like throwing in, some random sort of old school ones as well, like loser. Yeah. A fucking loser. Yeah. It's not the swearing, it's the complaining. Yeah. Tyre pressure. Yeah, I dropped my tyre pressure down when that became fashionable, and I actually noticed a difference. I have 80 on the front and 90. Yeah. Did you like that? Oh, we'll get onto vaginas in a minute. Made by cunts for cunts. Yeah, I came up with that one. That was one of mine. Yeah. Bad vegan. Thank you, bad vegan. I do appreciate the appreciation. I did actually work quite hard on them reviews, believe it or not. We're still doing the origin of the darkest. we are. However, right. I ran that past Dita Carlita, and she said that I probably shouldn't talk about a lot of the stuff I was going to tell you in it because it could incriminate me, because I'm actually a bit of a fucking wide boy. Favourite word for vagina: clout, clunge, or minge. It depends on the situation, darling. Minge is good because you can say mingery, right? A minge is more sort of, it's more old school. Clout gives me the impression of a sort of a big old one, right? And a clunge just seems like sort of like some sort of swamp. Yeah. So I'm going to say overall minge. All right. Clout and clunge. Clout's used sometimes because it's a bit grim, and clunge seems a bit grim. Yeah. And that, lads, is the only time any of you are allowed to talk about vaginas with her. Okay. Right. What then? The width of the C24. Yeah, that's the thing, Kim. Yeah, you're right. The fuck, David. That's the thing, mate. The width of the C24 is a bit shit. That's the thing. But I don't think that kind of wheel is really aimed at high performance cyclists. I think that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah, that's the thing. Did you visit Curve? No, I didn't. No, I probably will though. I was going to go and visit old Leisure Tech, man. I sent him a message and he invited me down there, but I didn't have time. When I say I didn't have time, I was busy. I wish you would only review shit products. Sheer entertainment value. Oh, yeah. Well, all right then. I'll do some fucking shit product reviews. I'll do some shit reviews. Yeah. Did you? Not really. It's been the other way around. Yeah. I've taught Dita Carlita all sorts of filth. All sorts of filth. Yeah. It's things that she didn't realise could exist. Yeah. Wish you made more reviews. Yeah, man. The thing is though, right? Those reviews I made, right? They were generally, yeah, all right, you do that. I bought some Rafa socks. My reviews were generally when I fucking broke something, and I was like, oh, you fucking. So like my sort of temper, my tantrum I had when I broke something that I was annoyed. Instead of just sort of posting online saying this is shit, I was like, right, I'll take it to the next fucking level. I'm gonna make a review which is just slagging it, right? So I just fucking went in hard. There's a Rafa club in Melbourne. Sabermax, there is a Rafa club in Melbourne. I've been to it, right? I went fucking Christmas shopping, and I bought a pink woman's jersey and a pink pair of socks, and I've got another set on order. All right, I'm going to say the yeah, do the review of your socks in my style, okay? Yeah, I'm going to say the one in Tokyo is better than the one in Melbourne. The one in Melbourne seemed like a cult of personality a little bit. And when I say cult, I actually mean cunt. All right, Ollie, this will be uploaded. Was the pink woman's jersey for yourself? Oh, banter. No, it weren't. It was for her. Yeah. She looked at it and was like, crap. Yeah. Testing things to failure is what good companies do. Yeah, that's right. I have. We've got some non-cycling. We've been coming up with some fucking ideas for videos and stuff. It's some brilliance. Absolute brilliance. Yeah, the review's like a steaming hot frying pan with a cup of cold water and splashed in it. Yeah. Cheers, bad vegan. That's good, but oh, that's all right, man. I like that. Thank you. Yeah. It's nice when someone appreciates your fucking work and angle. Yeah, cool, man. Yeah. Yeah. What food did you like best in Melbourne? That's a good question, man. My time in Melbourne, right? Listen, yeah. I'm not going to go into in any detail really, but like, I think you can all, you know, other cycling channels talk about my reviews, do they? Good. I might review them and call them fucking pricks. Yeah. Best bar tape. The best bar tape is, what's the best bar tape? What's the best bar tape? Physic's the best bar tape. Don't get the super light. South Korea, yes, I have ridden in South Korea. Not in Seoul. In Seoul? Yeah, I've ridden near there. Best bar tape's Physic. It's the 2mm classic one. That's the best one. It lasts forever. Don't get the super light one. It fucks up. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, fucking. Yeah. People talking about my fucking reviews. I started that fucking vibe, man. Yeah. Seoul site. Yeah, cycling in South Korea was a bit. It was a bit fucking. They play a good Instagram game, that lot. But the reality of it is not that fucking spot on, really, I reckon. Hambini. Where is Hambini? I like him. Me and him are fucking mates. He's cool, man. How do I get back to fitness after being off the bike with 6 for 3 weeks? Carl, 3 weeks is fuck all, man. 3 weeks is fuck all. It really depends how fit you were before you got ill. I'm saying, like, how do I get back to fitness? Well, you just get on your bike, right? Here's how you go, right? The first ride you go out is going to be fucking shit. Yeah? It's going to be shit. You'll feel like crap, but you just go through it. And don't expect to light the world on fire. Once you've done that, oh, fuck me. Sorry. Yeah, I'll answer the food one in a minute. Just go and ride your bike, mate, and don't expect miracles. First week, just use that to get back into it, and then you'll be back in before you know it. Yeah, but just expect the first ride to be shit. Sorry, Carlita. Sorry, darling. Melbourne food, right? So here's how it is. My time in Melbourne has not been as a tourist. I think you can all figure out what's going on, can't you? I didn't go over there. I went over there for a reason. Yeah. The first week I was there, I was out eating in restaurants every night. Where did we go? We went to Lord of the Fries. We went to fucking all sorts of places, and I was really impressed with it. The food is fucking good there, right? I'm going to say it's not as right. It's well easy to get vegan stuff there. Well easy, right? Price is all right. It's not as fine as Japanese food by a long shot, but it's very good, right? I also, you know, it started like, I mean, it was restaurants a lot, but a lot of it was just like going to the supermarket, and I was essentially just sort of living there straight away, really, like living, you know. Yeah, Smith and Deli, yeah, that was good. That was Smith and Deli where we had that sandwich. Where did we get that sandwich and sit on that bench, and in that park looking at hipsters? That was fucking nice. That. Have you rode a Specialized Future Shock? No. Yeah, Melbourne is well hipster. It's well hipster. I'm trying to bring the darkness there a bit. So if any of you lot are in Melbourne and you wanna start a chapter of this cult, that's where I'm going to be, basically. All right, that's where I'm going to be. So yeah, what the hell is going on with Fukushima nuclear reactor? Have you grown a third testicle yet? I don't want to talk about that. I'm probably going to do an entire video on that. All right, we're not going to. I'm going to do an entire fucking video on that shit, because I was there when that kicked off. Yeah, it's all, yeah. Melbourne's all right, man. Melbourne's all right. I had a good time. Food though, I like Zupa Dupas. I like the pastries and stuff. I like eating gravy out of a pot from the stove with a bit of buttered bread. Just stuff like that, really. You know, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was good though. The amount of different vegan places, the amount of good stuff. Vegemite, yo, Marmite. Yeah, Carl, right? If you're a bit overweight, that's all good, man. You can lose it from riding your bike. But I tell you what, right? I was surprised how overweight a lot of the Australians were. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, I'll do a whole thing on that. In fact, I'll do a whole thing on the fucking what happened. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do it. But I want to save that really, because that's the whole fucking story. Bovril. Bovril was grim, mate. Bovril is grim. Yeah, Vegemite's alright. It's like sort of soft tasting Marmite. I think Marmite's more sort of edgy, isn't it? I find. Yeah, go to Hawaii. I don't want to go to Hawaii, mate. It's just full of Japanese, isn't it? It's like a busman's holiday. But Australia has a bunch of bogans. Yeah, I had a fight with a fucking bogan, didn't I? Got a punch up. That was pretty lol. I won because I fucking beat him up. But yeah, that was crap. Well, the other bogans though, I've actually, I don't know. I've spoken to a few in supermarkets and stuff. They seemed alright, unless that's not a real bogan. But I reckon they were. There's when they're cunts and they're proper cunts and they're all on fucking meth as well. Who am I to speak though? My experience of Melbourne, a lot of 20 to 30 year olds sat in coffee shops doing fuck all, earning a living from something mysteriously, evidently over-leveraged, emotionally sensitive. Martin, I think you're spot on, mate. I think you're spot on. They do, yeah, they do. There's a lot of that I found. A lot of that I saw. Yeah, it's pretty mad. Oh, listen, yeah, we've been going for like an hour and 15 minutes. I'm going to cut this off in a minute because I'm getting knackered. But yeah, all right. Have you seen that film, The Big Short? Yeah, I have, yeah. Yeah, all right. All right. Okay. So right, I'm gonna take all your final questions now. If you've got them, all your final questions now. If you've got them, so give me your final questions now. If you've got them, and I'll answer them, and then we'll end this. All right. This has been all right though. 30 people watching now. That's good. What are you saying? Have you got any blowback from your viewers? Oh, sorry, David. Yeah. You mean people getting annoyed with me? Yeah, I have. I've had quite a few personal messages from people calling me a cunt. I've had one wheel company coming at me. I've had people from a forum I used to post on getting shitty with me. I've had loads of shit. I've had loads of fucking shit. Loads of shit. But nothing I can't handle, mate. Nothing, no lawsuits, no lawsuits, because I think they, yeah. I mean, I'll tell you, right. This whole sort of cycling YouTube thing, right. I'm not your usual guy who does that sort of thing, right. You know, Boyd, yeah. In fact, that was them. That was who it was. They had a go. Yeah, they got fucked. They got, yeah. They had a go. Fox or Rock Shocks? I'm going to say Rock Shocks, mate. Although Marzocchi was back in the day. you're doing something right here. Yeah, you know, I'm not this fucking, fuck that shit. I'm not this like happiness and light kind of guy, mate. You know, like, it was only like the last 5 years when I really sorted myself out. I was a fucking nightmare when I was younger, doing all sorts of madness. You know, it was like fucking living like the grime lifestyle, you know. So anyone can fucking come at me, mate, but you know, they're gonna have to fucking expect what fucking comes back off me if they do that. Yeah. It's all just fucking, you know, grams and grams, you know what I mean? Yeah. Boring as fuck. Yeah. I'm not a Fred, mate. No, I don't know. I'm just a fucking geezer, and I looking over for this Autechre music of yours. Andrej, what? Are you serious? Autechre. Autechre. Sorry, man, if you are deadly serious. I thought you were taking a piss. Autechre. Yeah, Martin. Yeah, Autechre. Sorry, dude. Sorry, mate. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, so that's how it is. That's how it is. Yeah, all right, cool then. Right, I'm a bit fucking knackered now, so I'm going to shoot off. But yeah, nice one. We'll continue it tomorrow. Everyone give the Countess Di Carlita a round of applause for having the band spanner, and wielding it with like a fucking falling star onto you all. All right, big up Carly, and we'll catch you all tomorrow. Thank you very much, everyone. That was fucking sweet.